start here.
A apple, A safe, A.
Good.
Ed, E, Pete, E.
Nice.
I pine, I. O octopus, O home, O.
Okay.
U mule, you will.
You mule you.
You will,
Nice job. Okay. Let's do one.
B Baba,
On this one?
D doctor.
Yeah, sometimes those ones are hard to tell apart, right? Yeah. Alright, let's do here.
C cat.
Which other ones make that k sound? Yeah. K kite k and
C K sock.
what about this one?
S snakes. S Y Z.
Ooh, nice. Good job. Alright, let's move on to a couple of our welded sounds and our closed syllable exceptions. Let's do a couple welded sounds first. Let's do this one.
A L ball
And this one?
ING sing
And then a couple of our closed syllable exceptions. We know those have that long vowel sound. That's sometimes a tricky trouble spot. Let's start with this one.
OLD cold old
Good. And do this one.
IND kind iron.
Nice job. All right. Let's do, I'm going to build some words. And you're going to read them. Ready? What is...
Swinging.
So let's read the base word first.
Swinging.
Base word first.
Swing.
And then the whole word?
Swinging.
Swinging. Good. That's a tricky one. So one more time. Base word and then whole word.
Swinging.
So we're going to work on, because we know that's a trouble, this ing is really tricky, especially when it's with one of these welded sounds. So we're going to do a couple more that have that ing ending. This one has got a closed syllable exception sound. So read the base word and then the whole word.
Folding.
Good. And I got a 2-syllable one for you now.
Expanding.
And where would you break those syllables apart in this word? Yeah. So it would be expand, expanding. Nice job. So these are some of our current words. These are going to have one of those long vowel, the VE syllables, but they're also not going to be compound words. Okay? Alright.
Escape.
Escape. Yep. So read each syllable and then read the whole word.
Escape.
Nice job. How about this one?
Admire.
Ooh. Let's read this one. Just
Admire.
admire. Nice job. And how did you know that it should be I?
Because it has an E at the end.
So one more time.
Admire.
Good.
Reptile.
Good. And this one.
Confused.
Let's do one more with a suffix S and get these out of your way.
Escapes.
Nice. Like how you read that base word first. Good job. Alright, moving on to word cards. How long does Mrs. D usually give you for a stack? Like a fat stack? You don't know? See how many you can do in about a minute, okay? Give you some orange, and some yellow, and some red. Okay? So some are going to be nonsense and some are going to be real, okay? Alright. I'll give you 1 minute on your mark. Get set.
Chalks, athletic, inhabit, District,
Good.
Rentinct,
Mm-hmm.
Dispart, Wisconsin, Misconduct, Publishing,
Nice. Like baby the base word first. Good.
Squinting,
Mm-hmm.
Talented, Draped,
Good.
Zune,
Mm-hmm.
Fume, Fume, Fume,
Good.
Smile, Quake,
Mm-hmm.
Shark, Stray,
Oh, this is kind of a tricky one. Air. Right. All right.
Shrimp, Graph, Scruff, Span,
Yeah. Those are kind of tricky, huh? I think that's because we aren't all the way through quite yet. Right? Okay. Let's review a couple of these ones. Ooh. This one. Misconduct, yeah. The first time we weren't able to do this syllable right? So it's misconduct, right? You got it the second time though. Nice job. Okay, what about this one? You said chalks. What's not correct about that?
Chokes.
There you go. How'd you know it was supposed to be O? Alright. Let's do short stack. You're going to see some familiar words in here. And then I'll talk about a couple vocab words. Okay?
Escape,
Mhm.
athlete,
Mm-hmm.
lifetime,
Mm-hmm.
postpone,
You know all these rules. Steve's a good teacher of the rules, huh? Alright. How about we're going to do a couple vocab words that we're going to add just a picture and definition
land,
today.
slide,
Mm-hmm.
rosebud,
Mm-hmm. I'm going to ask you to mark up those words. I'm going to turn to your vocabulary section and we'll talk about what those mean and add them in. Closed syllable. We see two closed syllables, right? So that tells us that the vowel sound is short. And we see two of those VE syllables, right? Nice marking. All right, let's add the word landslide. What do you think that word means? Any ideas? Okay. Add it in. I can tell you. A landslide is when there. So I'm going to draw my own picture here to help me. When there's kind of like so a hill or a mountain is kind of muddy and there's like a lot of rain or snow, it's usually rain, and then all the rocks and mud and everything actually start to move all the way down, and it can destroy things that are down here on the land. So sometimes there's like houses or buildings, or it just pushes all the mud down and then there's less on the mountain. Okay? So a landslide is when big pieces of land move down a hill or mountain. It's close. We are going to move on to sight words for about a minute. I know that this isn't your stack, but Mrs. D has yours, so these are going to feel pretty easy. And then we're going to do a couple tricky ones on big words, okay? I'm going to give you 1 minute for this stack. Ready? Go.
Not enough, and even, any, ease, across, almost, anything, wide, behind, after, both, your, before, with, want, something, where.
Ooh, what's this one?
Where.
Were. There you go. Alright. 30 seconds to spare. Ready? I'm going to do these big ones. These are the ones that you've been working on.
Water, color, where, another, does.
Let's do that one more time, because we missed a word in the middle.
Does, another, when,
There you go.
father, water.
Yep. This one is?
When.
There you go. W-H-E-N. Okay? Word list. Let's do that. Word of your number. Alright. Let's practice a couple. See if I can find some with those trouble spots. Over here. Okay. Definitely want this one, and,
Explode, include,
yep, this one,
athlete.
athlete. Ooh, make sure you read the base word and then the suffix.
Bright,
Let's do this. I'm gonna have you, let's mark up that word.
prayer, herbs,
What if we did it like this? So that,
spare ribs,
there you go, one more time.
spare ribs,
There you go. Let's try this one here.
homemade,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's that same thing where we've got to put like this. That's actually 2 of those vowel consonant E syllables, right? But you knew in this one that you had to do the vowel consonant E and catch it here and divide that syllable here, right? How about this one?
inflate,
Nice job. All right, you ready to chart? Okay.
hand, made,
Mm-hmm.
landslide, salesman,
Keep going.
childlike, baseline, pinhole, ringside, stove, pipe, compare, clockwise, homesick, helm line, bag, pipe, statement, hot cake.
Sure. Okay. So for this one, let's scoop this one clock. What's this one?
Clockwise,
Clockwise. Yep. So you caught yourself. You said whiz the first time, and then fix it to be clockwise, right? Because you noticed. What'd you notice?
the E,
Mm-hmm. And the other one is this one.
hem
Mhm.
line,
Hemline. So we know it's a closed syllable, right? Do you know what a hemline is? Ooh, that might be why it's tricky. A hemline is like this in your pants, okay? In your pants, sometimes in your shirt, like in the bottom. It's where the hem is where like the bottom of the fabric is, and they fold it and then sew across it to kind of keep it from falling apart. Does that make sense? Yeah, that's probably why that one was kind of tricky to read. Let's do sentences, okay? So remember, you're gonna read it in your head, and then read it out loud with the scoops, okay?
E,
Go ahead.
My classmate got the top prize.
Very nice. Go ahead.
I think I will invite Zeke to the wedding.
Let's read that one more time.
I think I will invite Zeke to the wedding.
Much better.
I like the springtime best.
Very nice. Go ahead.
My milk and cupcake did not last long.
Very nice. Give her those scoops.
Jim is quite tall, so he got a king-size bed. I think that kid planned to go to the drive-in.
Let's try this one here.
I think that the kids plan to go to the drive-in.
There you go.
This problem does frustrate me.
Go ahead.
Steve and Tom sat by the fireside while Beth and Jan went out on the pond to skate.
Good.
The children were upset when it was bedtime.
Last one. Go ahead.
Ed went to the shrimp shed and had a clam plate and a milkshake.
Nice. See, since you told me you needed those little scoops, we can use some bigger ones, huh? You don't know? Alright. Alright. Make sure I'm about to do this right. Okay. Ready? I'm going to ask what says, and then you're going to point to it. Some of them are going to have more than one response, okay? You ready? What says A? What's the letter?
A apple, A says A.
What says E?
E ed E.
Good. What says I?
I pine I.
What says aw?
O octopus ah.
Okay. What says you?
U up ah. You will oo you mew you.
What says Z?
Snakes.
Which one of them says
Snakes S Y
S-Y, Z? And what else says Z?
Z zebra Z.
Good. What says W?
WH whistle what W wind what.
Good. What says K? There's a few of these.
K kite K. C K sock C cat K.
What says Alt?
OLT host. No wait. OLT.
Remember that keyword? Colt.
Colt.
Good. What says Oast?
OST host. Ost.
What says ing? That's a more sound we've been working on.
ING ing.
Yep, ing in. Yeah, sure. What says last one? Am.
A am ham am.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Sound cards. You ready? You're gonna spell the word. First, you're gonna tell me the word and then spell it one syllable at a time if it's a multi-syllable word. Okay? First word is Wilmington. What's the word?
Wilmington.
What's that first syllable?
Eh.
The first, yeah. Okay. First syllable is, spell it.
W.
Spell it.
W I L.
Okay, what's the next syllable? Ming, yep. How you spell that second syllable?
M-I-N-G.
Mm-hmm. What's the last syllable? Wilmington. Good. Spell this whole word.
Wilmington.
Wilmington. Good. Okay. Do you know where Wilmington is?
Mm-mm.
It is in Delaware. L-P-I-N-2. Oh, did I put that one in the wrong place? Yeah. Okay. Next one is chipmunks.
Chipmunks.
What are the syllables in that word?
Chip.
Okay, how you spell chip?
C-H-I-P.
Mm-hmm. What's the next syllable? Monk, yeah.
Chip.
Mm-hmm. How you spell the second syllable?
M-U-N-K.
Mm-hmm. How we make it chipmunks?
Chipmunk. Chipmunks.
Mm-hmm. How you spell the whole word?
C-H-I-P-M-U-N-K-S.
Great. All right, let's put these ones back. And we're gonna work on that tricky trouble spot of the long vowel U. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be glute.
Glute.
How do you spell that?
G-L-U-T-E. Glute.
Nice job. Right, and our last word is going to be a nonsense word. Ready? It's smule.
Smule.
Smule. How do you spell smule?
S-U-S-M-U-L-E.
Nice. All right. That's it for the tiles. We're going to do syllable cards now. Okay, you ready? Okay. Stays in. Alright. Spell some 2-syllable words. Ready? Our first word is. Oh, I'm gonna mess this up, aren't I? Entire. So I want you to spell it. Touch each syllable and spell the syllable then.
Entire.
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 Mm-hmm.
N-E-N. Tire. T-I-R-E.
Nice job.
Entire.
Entire. Good. inflates. So spell the base word first.
Inflate. Inflate.
Mm-hmm.
N-I-N. Flate. F-L-A-T-E.
Mm-hmm.
S. Inflate.
Nice job.
Inflate. Inflate.
Volume.
Volume. Volume. Vol. V-A-L. V-O-L. U-M-E. Volume.
Good. Let's go.
Right there.
Oh, just looking in this pile. Thanks. All right. Costumes.
Costumes. Costume. Costumes. Cost. C-U-S-T.
Cost.
C-U-S.
Mm-hmm.
Tomb. T-U-M. Cost. Costume. S.
Mm-hmm.
Costume. Costumes.
Yep. I'm gonna have you mark this one up since it was a little bit tricky. Let's mark that one.
Costume. Costume. Clothes.
Yep. Costume. Costumes. Ooh, okay. Ready? I'm gonna spell one of those words. Another.
Another. A-N-O-T-H-E-R. Another.
So you spelling that out. Oh, does is our other high frequency word.
Does. D-O-E-S. Does.
Good. Start the dictation, you might not finish it. Okay? Use the good pencil. Ready? Start with our sounds. Our first sound is old.
Old. O-L-D-O. Cold. Old.
Our second sound is k.
C-K. Sock.
What else goes k?
C-K-K. And K-K-K.
Great. I.
I consonant E.
Eh.
E-Ed. E.
Good. And alt is our last sound.
O-L-T. Colt. Colt.
Okay. Our first real word is invites.
Invites. Invite. Invites. N-I-N. Vite. V-I-T-E-S.
Explode is number 2.
Explode. 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 D-X.
Mhm.
Plode. P-L-O-D-E. Explode.
Mistakes.
Mistakes. Mistakes. Miss. M-I-S.
Mm-hmm.
Takes. T-A-K-E. T-A-K. Mistakes.
Number 4 is rule.
Rule.
Yep.
R-U-L-E. Rule.
Our last one is caveman.
Caveman. Caveman. Cave. C-A-V-E. Man. M-A-N.
Wonderful.
Caveman.
All right. So let's do gosspen.
Gosspen. Gosspen. Goss. G-O-S-Pen. P-E-N. Gosspen. G-O-S-P-E-N.
Good. Our second one, let's do floam.
Flow. 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 F-L. Ohm. O-M-E. Flow.
Great. Number 3, vambith.
Vambith. Vambith. Vam. V. Vam. V-A-M.
Mm-hmm.
bits. B I-T-H. Bambit.
Fam jam.
Fam jam. Fam jam. Fan. S-A-N. Jan. J-A-N.
Last one. Quipe.
Wipe. Wipe. Q-U.
Mhm.
Ipe. I-P-E. Quipe.
Good. Okay. Moving on to our high frequency words. Number 1, another.
Another. A-N-T-H-E-R.
Let's spell it out.
A-N-O-T-H-E-R.
There you go. Okay. Does.
Does. D-O-E-S.
Good. When.
When. W-H-E-N.
Good. Father.
Father. F-A-T-H-E-R.
Great. Last word. Water.
Water. W-A-T-W-A-L-T-E-R.
Let's try again.
W-A-W-A-T-E-R.
There you go. Okay, you ready for sentences? We're going to do 2. Our first sentence is, I like to sit by the campfire and sing songs. Repeat the sentence.
I like to sit in a campfire.
Oh, I'm going to say it one more time. I like to sit by the campfire and sing songs.
I like to sit by the campfire and sing songs.
Go ahead.
I like to sing by the camp. I like to sit by the campfire. And sing songs.
I'm going to do number 2 and then we'll proofread. Okay. I had a cupcake and milk. What's the sentence?
I have a cupcake and milk.
One more time. I had a cupcake and milk.
I had a cupcake and milk.
Go ahead. Okay. I'm going to read the sentence and you're going to touch each word to make sure you have it ready. I like to sit by the campfire and sing songs. Okay. Let's circle our high frequency words to make sure that we know we can't like tap them out or mark them. Good. Okay. Let's check your spelling on those other ones, starting here.
Like, sit, and
Oh yeah, good idea. Nice job. Okay. Check the spelling there. Good. Okay. Alright, let's do the second one. Touch each word. Ready? I had a cupcake and milk. Got them all? Great. Let's circle those high frequency words that we cannot tap out. The I, the A, the and. Great. Check the spelling.
add milk.
In sentence number 1, I want you to box the welded sounds. I see 2 welded sounds that I'd like you to box. Think about our green welded sounds. Let's read both your sentences. Go ahead.
I like to sit by the campfire and sing songs.
And number 2?
I had a cupcake and milk.
Sure. See if there's anything else we need to mark. You good? Ooh, okay. In real words, I'd like to see you mark the VE syllables. Circle those. Suffix S. Good. Mm-hmm. I like that you went back and crossed out that E to show you that it doesn't make any sound. Circle that suffix S. Nice job. Okay. Which one of our real words is a compound word? So it's 2 small words that you put together to make a new one. There's only one that if you take both of the syllables, they're each a word on their own. X, is that a word on its own?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me each word.
A-N-C-A-V-E.
Oh, tell me the word though, because each syllable, right? Cave.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So each of the words, or each of the syllables, is a word on its own, right? Okay, let's mark the nonsense words. I see 2 words that have those welded sounds. Good. There's one more. And there is one digraph that I want you to underline. Nice. What's that digraph? Remind me what a digraph is.
2 words that say one sound together.
2 letters, 1 sound. Whew.